What up, YouTube? I'm the Dungeon Master, back with another video. And this week, we're talking about blood. What up, YouTube? So today we're going to try to create an easy blood effect using just a few simple ingredients and maybe some old miniatures or something like that you have lying around that you can use for this project. We're going to attempt to make blood tokens or gore tokens to put on a table for when a monster dies. We'll make two sizes. We'll make 28 millimeter or 1 inch base, and we're going to make 40 millimeter or the 2-inch base, or 50 millimeter. But we're gonna make those up and we're gonna try to use a simple formula so we can do these real quick. We're gonna try to make these fast today. So stick around, we'll get right over to the table and we'll see what we can come up with. So we're just gonna use a few simple ingredients to do these. I've seen variations on this here, variations on this theme, so we're gonna try to do it my way, the Dungeon Master way. So we've got our clear Gorilla Glue, our clear grip, the equivalent of E6000. What I'm going to do here, what I have to work with, I have some of my skulls from my Citadel Skulls kit, and I'm just gonna pick a few for whatever size that I'm making, and I'm gonna make some large tokens, some 2 inches, and I've got some 1 inch washers that I'm gonna use. So I just want to determine what size I'm gonna make here. So for the small ones, I think I'm gonna use some of my regular skulls, and for the larger piles, I'm going to use some of these larger skulls. In fact, I have this big bad boy here that I'm going to try to incorporate somehow. So I'm going to try to get these, I'm going to get these primed up as well, because they're going to need to be painted, and I don't want gray to be the color that shows through. I'm going to want bone white. Yeah, and we'll get these painted up, and I got some other priming to do, and we'll do that, and we'll come back after. Here's another thing that I'm going to incorporate too into this build. I've got these Reaper skeletons that I had painted a long time ago, and even by my standards, I don't really care for them. The wash is too dark. It's got a gloss finish. So I'm going to cut these guys up. I'm going to chop them up into little bits, and I'm going to prime them as well. So I got a couple of archers and a couple of warriors, and I'm going to cut them up, and I'm not going to incorporate the weapons. I'm going to leave the weapons out of it, and use the legs and all that stuff. So I'm going to collect them on this plate here and see how many pieces we got. So I got some Army Painter skeleton bone here. I'm gonna paint my skulls, and these are gonna be the pieces that go on the large bases. These small bases are all set with the pieces of the Reaper skeletons. The large bases are gonna get the Citadel bones. And I'm gonna paint them all with this. I did a couple of things off camera that I just wanted to show real quick. I painted some of these skulls, and I'm kind of wondering why I bothered now, since most of them are going to be just covered in blood anyway, but these came out pretty cool. Just using some Army Painter skeleton bone with a Army Painter soft tone wash. I love the satin finish that these shades give to the models after you put them on there. It's even very durable. And then when I cover it with my Tester's clear spray lacquer, it really protects it and locks it in there, and it gives it a nice flat appearance. I want to gore these up a little bit, so I'm gonna take some of my air dry clay and I'm gonna make some organs and intestines and such to put on the models here. I'm just gonna take a very little bit of this clay because I don't think I'm gonna need much. I'm gonna try to make small bits. And I think I don't need to make them look like real organs, because once they're painted up with the blood effect, my hope is they'll look close enough to what I want them to look like to fool you. So I bust out some of my air dry clay here and try molding up some stuff. So I want to do some intestines and stuff for the skeleton models here, and I have this pair of 3M earplugs. What I noticed about these is that the cord is about just the right size that I need to do that, and it comes already kind of mostly coiled. So we're gonna try to use some of this stuff to make our intestines for a couple of these guys here, particularly these two that I just ripped the shields off of. I'm going to glue a section of it down so I can kind of get it started, and then I'm gonna lay it over the top in kind of zigzag snake patterns and see how that works out. I'm just using a super glue gel here so I get a little bit more working time, and so that these the holds a little better. I wanted to show you guys this real quick. While I'm super gluing another set of intestines on this one miniature, I'm using some Windex in a spray bottle to help set the glue to help hold it, and it ended up forming this neat little, you can see it here, this neat little bit of what looks like connective tissue. I'm totally gonna leave that and just let that be, because that looks really cool, how it made like a skin over everything. So now I'm just taking some of my Citadel skulls here that I painted up on my little stand, and I'm just dipping them in some of my clear Gorilla Glue, wiping any excess off on the rim, and I'm just scattering these to add them to the bases, to add just a little bit more space for the blood effect to fill in when I start doing that. So I'm going to keep adding skulls one at a time until I've used up my stash to all my bases, my large ones and my small ones. And I'm going to start adding them in some more random places too. And then when I've done that, I think it'll be time to paint. Ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while on the channel, we make a mistake. I like to think I average about once per video, sometimes a little bit more. Well, I think the mistake that I made this time was bothering to paint these bones at all, because the paint technique that I just used on the little miniatures here, if I could make this thing focus, kind of a black undercoat with a red zenithal painting was really all I needed to do to make these look how I wanted them to do. And then I can come in with the blood effect. So it was a lot simpler than my brain thought it would be. I thought I would be using more of a transparent look on these. This paint's not a transparent paint. Paint the bones if you wish to paint the bones. I showed you how earlier in the video. But you can skip it if you don't mind them looking like this. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to what I hope will be the most fun part of the entire build, and that's where we get to get goopy. I am going to take some glue. I don't know how much yet. We're gonna see how much of this I can squeeze into the bottom of this cup. I never thought I'd say this under any circumstance, let alone in a YouTube video. And with a smile on my face. I need more blood. The party has been waging a vile and bloody battle against Prince Kedloth and his minions. They've already managed to fell several foes, great and small, leaving bloody piles of mess behind them as the corpses pile up around them. With a mighty blow, the fighter fells another foe. At last, the party gathers around the largest of foes, an ogre that has been smashing its way around the room for this last several rounds. With a crack of his knuckles, the barbarian goes in for the killing blow. 1-2, he punches the ogre clear across the chin, knocking him to his knees, as the cleric comes up from behind and smites him with his hammer. Poof. The brute is no more. You guys, I'm really happy with these things and how they came out. My God, look how awesome that is. Little stretchy bloodlets and skulls and... oh man, I think we made out really good with these. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you had as much fun watching as I had fun making it. If you'd like to become a subscriber, hit the button down below. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so you know when I post new content. Also leave a like, leave a comment below, let me know what you thought. If you'd like to help support the channel, I run a Patreon over on patreon.com/TheDungeonMattster. For $1 or more a month, it's up to you. You can pay entirely what you want, but $1 is the base minimum. For $1 or more a month, you can help support this channel and help it become what it is. Thank you, everybody. I've been your Dungeon Master. Until next time, peace. My tooth fell out.